Good morning, everybody. It's Friday and it's time for a Less Than 5 devotional. Hey, so tomorrow I'm running my first 10K race, and I'm a little bit excited and a little bit nervous for this race because this is obviously the furthest I've ever ran before. Other than last Saturday, I ran a mock 10K just to try to see where I was at on times. But anyways, I've been training for quite a while now, and trying to prepare for this race. I've gone so far as to research and study diets that other runners use in preparation for the race. I really like studying Kenyan runners and Kipchoge and those guys, but I'm not Kenyan and I don't eat like a Kenyan. My body's not made like a Kenyan. So I've been doing some other studying, and I realized that most of these runners, the diet that they eat is in preparation for half marathon and marathons. But hey, if my goal is to someday run a marathon before I turn 50, then I need to start preparing now start learning now how to prepare my body for such a race. And so for a while now, I've been eating a certain way, and especially today, the day before the race, I'm on a strict diet, a 24-hour strict diet, and then tomorrow morning when I get up, I'll continue that diet. But it reminded me, being on this diet and doing all this studying about what to eat and how to prepare your body, and then the training that I've been doing, the running that I've been doing, it reminded me of what Paul had said to the church in Corinth, the Corinthians, it's written to the Corinthians in First Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24, when he's talking about how a runner runs a race to win a prize. And I want to read this to you in verse 24. Do you not know that runners in a stadium all race, but only one receives the prize? Run in such a way to win the prize. Now everyone who competes exercises self-control in everything. However, they do it to receive a crown that will fade away, but we a crown that will never fade away. Therefore I do not run like one who runs aimlessly, or box like one beating the air. Instead, I discipline my body and bring it under strict control, so that after preaching, I myself will not be disqualified. Now, I love this in terms of running. He's talking about those who run a race, they run it to receive a prize. And how do they receive that prize? They receive it by exercising self-control, going through a certain dietary plan, training a certain way, and preparing their bodies to run this race to win. And he says they have purpose, they have focus, they're laser focused. In verse 26, he talks about not running aimlessly and not just boxing the wind, but you have a purpose and you have a plan and you're focused. And then he says that he disciplines his body and he brings it under self-control. And so everything that I've been doing leading up to this 10K race reminds me of Paul bringing his body under self-control and having focus and having purpose. And I don't know where you're at today in your race in your faith, but bringing in preparing for the prize, that crown that Paul is talking about here. As a runner runs a race tomorrow, there's going to be a first place finisher, there's going to be a second place finisher. But in our race, in a believer's race, to receive that crown of glory, there's no first place finisher. And what Paul's talking about is just bringing your body under self-control and having purpose and having focus on that prize, and running a race with that determination that you're going to receive that prize. It doesn't matter where you finish at in this race, because there's no first place finishers. It just matters that you finish. And so this morning I want to encourage you to have focus and to have purpose and to practice now, prepare now for that crown, and bring your body under self-control. I don't know if that helps you, but this week it's helped me realize this scripture even more as I prepare for the race tomorrow, the 10K. And so, yeah. Anyways, just wanted to share that with you. God bless you. Love you. Have a great weekend.